Howdy. Welcome to What Does a Koala Do? I'm Kay. So we're going to take the Hurricane out for some VHRTs, and actually it turns out we'll run a bunch of ERTs. I'm joined by my trusty gunner, Sanjin again. He'll be in the turret. So we're just getting a feel for it at this point. I am running 2 Panthers with gimbals, and the turret has 4 Panthers. So a total of 6 size 3 laser repeaters. The Hurricane ends up being maybe a little bit more maneuverable than a Vanguard. Maybe close to the Sentinel side of Vanguards. With 2 people, it is definitely an overpowered vehicle. It doesn't seem nearly as overpowered as when the NPCs are using a Hurricane. But that turret is very powerful. Basically, as the pilot, I have similar firepower to, oh gosh, I don't know, like a racer. Not quite as good as, say, the Mustang Alpha. But the turret has the firepower of a Cuddy Black. And the turret is also on its own dedicated capacitor, so it ends up with a lot of ammunition. Way more than you ever see as a pilot. So my gunner can just let it rip for a very long period of time. So here we decided to go ahead and try ERTs because the VHRT was just so easy. Now, if you've seen the Redeemer video, and you compare this to that, obviously this takes a lot longer. My piloting skills can always improve, so if I could get us in a better position to always hit the same shield and work on the same part of the hammerhead, we would get through it a lot faster. I am not that pilot, so it's going to take a lot of practice. So we effectively end up dealing with a lot of the shields, and it takes a while to work down one specific part of the ship. Usually the center of the ship is where we do all the hull damage. Now we did get some of his buddies, at least one of his buddies joined us. So if I get an indication that the shields are getting hit, then I need to maneuver a little bit more, be evasive. Yeah, there's one of them. But yeah, we work on this hammerhead. We get a little tunnel vision, but we just focus on the hammerhead, and it takes a while. This is no Redeemer. But you may also notice we're in no real danger. This is fairly casual. Yeah, the center is what we end up focusing down the most here. Sticking to the lead pips, which tends to direct you towards center of mass. A little bit of a close pass there. The Hurricane feels decent in terms of maneuverability. Obviously, it's not going to be any sort of light craft, but it feels like it's on the lighter end of heavy fighters. I'm being a little bit more evasive here. Seeing these ads constantly orbit me. Keeps me pretty aware of the potential of incoming damage. Alright, time to work on a Valkyrie. Really very easy. So generally feel about as safe as we do in the Redeemer. Just being a two-man crew makes this so much easier. But everything takes longer. We just don't have the same level of firepower as the Redeemer. Follow it up with another ERT. We've taken no real damage at this point. The last fight was very casual, but slow. As we get more comfortable with the ship, I'm checking behind me a couple times to make sure I'm not about to back into an asteroid. But as we get more comfortable with the Hurricane, I think we lower the time to kill a little bit. Again, we're just focusing down the hammerhead. I don't think we have the ads on us at this point. Trying to get us in a position where we can hit the flat sides, but I don't feel comfortable with this level of maneuverability yet. I don't feel like I can intentionally end up on the flat side every attempt. I'm trying, but then I can't stop from orbiting, and also the target is rotating. Smartly trying to place new shields in between us. A good pilot would keep rotating to put fresh shields up. Now we're working down the other side there. In this particular case, the rear shield was the first to go. We have lost our shields. We've got the ads now. They've worked on us. And when our shields were down, we lost our right wing. Now, we didn't lose a portion of the wing that had weaponry on it, though, so I still have my weapons, and the turret still has its weapons. So I guess that's a good side for the... it's a mark in favor of the Hurricane. You can lose a wing and it still really won't affect you. I still feel like I have maneuverability. We haven't lost any engines. We still have all of our weapons. So it's all good. And I temporarily routed all our power to shields. We got our shields back. It feels like we're safe again, even though we're dealing with 3 enemies at the same time right now. The other 2 are, you know, orbiting us. There's some effect. And I just very slowly, very steadily change my position so that I'm not just a sitting duck. Yeah, you see one of the ads is keeping its distance there, so that's helping. Still taking a while to take down the hammerhead. Really, a better tactic for us once we see that the ads come for us is we should just go ahead and take down the ads. Like that guy there, Warden it looks like. They die very quickly, relatively. So we should switch to them, take them down, and then work on the hammerhead again. But I think we got tunnel vision, and we were afraid to lose the progress we had made on the shields. But even then, I think it's better to switch targets. go, finally. It took a while, huh? I don't know. Was it faster than the last one? Now we're gonna get us a little bit of revenge on these guys. Incoming missile. Was able to shed that at the last moment. I could get back on target a little bit better here. I'm being a little bit more reactive instead of proactive, but it still doesn't affect us very much. It's still pretty easy to pick on the ads. The ads are the equivalent of doing a VHRT at this point, so. And this is the warden. At this point, there's no threat from a warden. There we go. Wrap that up. So we're missing a wing. Here you can see the damage. Very, very noticeable, huh? But still no loss of any weaponry. Actually, it did tie up my missiles. So we don't have very many missiles anyways, but I was not able to launch them at this point. I guess because the first available missiles would have been tied to the missing wing. So that did affect us. We decided to keep going. We'll just go until we die. And I was just very curious. How far can we make it missing a wing? Trying to pull this guy out of the asteroid belt, yet I'm still too far into the asteroid belt. I really need to get more perpendicular to the plane. I'm at kind of an acute angle to the asteroid field, so I'm not pulling him out effectively. There we go. There we go. Greater angle. The hammerhead follows us very reluctantly here. At this point, the ads have not joined in the fray, but they will. They will very soon. And we're starting to finally light up that hammerhead. The ads have disappeared off of radar at this point. They go popping back up. I'm getting a little lazy here. I am firing on this hammerhead completely in yaw, where I'm just turning sideways. No rolling, no changing of pitch. Kind of taking this for granted at this point. I should always be practicing better fundamentals. Roll in the direction that your target is going, and then pitch upwards to follow them. But right now, I'm just yawing left and right, slow turning, making myself a prime target. There we go. I start to roll a little bit, and I go right back to yawing. Don't be a koala. Gunner's having a field day. Chipping away at them. Come on now, Bryce. Throwing the towel, man. So, yeah. If you want fast kills and you can afford it, and you've got a friend, then get the Redeemer. But, if you can't afford that, you don't want to pledge that type of money, I don't blame you. A Hurricane is a great two-man ship. It only costs, I think, 1.4 million. So that is very cheap. As soon as you can make 1.4 million, if you've got a friend, just get the Hurricane. And ERT is going to be easy, but take a while. Or you can just do VHRTs, and they will go very quickly. They'll be very easy for two people. And you can probably make more money just doing VHRTs back to back. There we go. Hammerhead down. Let's see. Yeah, I think we drifted so far that the ads depopped. So that's it. Hurricane, it's a good ship for two people. It's only 1.4 million. Give it a try. Hope that was helpful. You have a great day. Sub a like, or don't.